What's up, MTG Arena fans? I'm Mason Ortiz, and this is my channel, MTG Budget Brew. My goal is to provide fun and interesting decks on a budget, and to make my decks budget, I normally limit myself to only using 4 rare/mythic cards in a deck, so a playset's worth, but today we're doing something a little bit different. Today, as you can see, we're playing Historic Brawl. And to make my deck budget for Historic Brawl, I've altered my my restrictions a little bit. I've gone up from 4 rare cards all the way up to 9. It is a slightly higher ratio of rare cards to non-rare cards in a deck, but I thought that 9 seemed like a good amount for a Historic Brawl deck since we're running a 100 card deck. And today, let's see, let me think real quick. I'm gonna drop this Foundry Beetle. She is one of our rares. And let me show you who our commander is. Our commander is Valduk, Keeper of the Flame, 2 in a red for a 3/2 human shaman. It says, at the beginning of combat on your turn, for each aura and equipment attached to Valduk, Keeper of the Flame, create a 3/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So we are running an equipment deck. And this deck has been pretty cool, pretty fun, and has worked surprisingly well. I did stream myself building this deck a couple days ago. Unfortunately, I had to remove that stream from my channel because I didn't realize that for like the first half of it that you guys could hear my music. I had the wrong settings selected in my OBS. Because I have like 2 different, a scene is what it's called in OBS, right? And I had 2 different scenes that were essentially the same, but one allowed you to hear my music and didn't show my deck tracker, my untapped. And I didn't realize that until like 2 hours in. When I was like, oh, weird, you guys can't see my untapped. And then I realized I was in the wrong scene. But it didn't even click to me that you guys could hear my music. So I got rid of that to try and avoid any copyright strikes. Okay, so let me think real quick. They have... So I think I want to reconfigure this, right? So that's 1, that's 2 mana. So I only have 1 mana for the turn, really. Oh, I can equip Bonesplitter. Ooh, okay. Man, I really kind of just want to equip everything, but our opponent has 2 mana up. If they have a removal spell and I equip everything to Valduk and he just dies, that really sucks. So maybe I'm going to Lava Coil his Ellis Ilkor. We're going to see they're cracking their food in response. Oh, that's fine. That's good. That means they don't have the removal spell. And I'm just going to equip Bonesplitter to Valduk. And his ability will trigger at the beginning of combat. And we get a 3/1 elemental. And our opponent's scooped. I haven't even gotten to show you the rest of the rares in the deck. Alright, so let's do that quickly. Valduk, again, he's been doing well. He's been doing very well. He's a very impressive commander, if I do say so myself. As you can see, I'm currently 7-4 with the deck. And that was our 7th win. So a pretty good win rate overall so far, 64%. Now let me quickly go over the rares that I've chosen for this deck. So Valduk, as you may have noticed, is an uncommon himself, which is nuts. He's crazy strong. And so our 9 rares are Basilisk Collar, 1 mana for an equipment with equip 2. Equip creature has death touch and lifelink. Then we have Shadowspear, one of my favorite cards like ever. I managed to buy several copies of this when I was stationed in Japan. And I got them for like $5 a piece. And I think right now they're closer to like 20. But it's 1 mana for legendary artifact equipment with equip 2. Equip creature gets +1/+1, has trample and lifelink. You can pay 1 mana. Permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible to end a turn. After that, we have Foundry Beetle, which we just saw. 1 in a red for a 2/2 equipment insect with first strike that says equipped creature has first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, a random artifact card in your hand perpetually gains. This spell costs 1 less to cast, and you can reconfigure for 1 red. So again, you can like turn it into an equipment, and then equip it to another creature, which is perfect for our commander. Same thing with Lizard Blades here. 1 in a red for a 1/1 equipment Lizard with double strike. Equipped creature has double strike, reconfigure for 2 mana. Then we have Combat Celebrant. 2 in a red for a 4/1 human warrior that says, if Combat Celebrant hasn't been exerted this turn, you may exert it as it attacks. When you do, untap all the creatures you control, and after this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Now, that's super great with our commander because Valduk's ability triggers at the beginning of combat. At the beginning of combat on your turn, for each aura, we create an elemental. And so yeah, being able to get a second combat with Combat Celebrant means that Valduk will trigger a second time, getting us a second set of 3/1 elementals. And so that's pretty dope. It's pretty great. I haven't gotten to use him yet though, but that'll be very cool. Our next rare is Devilish Valet, 2 in a red for a 1/3 Devil Warrior with Trample and Haste. That says, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, double Devilish Valet's power until end of turn. So ideally, right, we have Valduk out on the field with a bunch of equipment and auras attached to it. We go to combat, we make even just say 3 elemental tokens, and Devilish Valet's power will double 3 times. So go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8, and we'll have an 8/3 with Trample and Haste. And that's on the lower end, right? Well, I would say 3 is about an average amount to expect. Then we have Krenko, 10th Street Kingpin, who also synergizes incredibly well with Devilish Valet. Krenko 10th Street Kingpin, 2 in a red for a 1/2 goblin that says, whenever Krenko 10th Street Kingpin attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. Krenko works very well in place of our commander, in place of Valduk, because with all the equipment and artifacts, or with all the equipments and auras that we have, we can make Krenko's power like pretty decent. Even just increasing his power by like 3, right? If you make him a 4/5, let's say, and he goes to combat, he'll trigger, and he'll go up to a 5/6, and we make 5/1/1s off of that. Like that's pretty good value. And let's see. Next, we have one of the most powerful equipment cards ever created, Embercleave. 4 and 2 red for a legendary artifact equipment with flash. It says this spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. And Valduk makes tapped and attacking creatures. When Embercleave enters the battlefield, attaches to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample equipped for 3. So yeah, Embercleave is in the deck. It's incredibly powerful. The cost reduction is really easy to get out with Valduk because again, he makes the tokens. They're attacking, reducing the cost of Embercleave, and you just flash it in. And I have flashed it in for only 2 red mana, and it's nice. It's very nice. And I never really got to use Embercleave when it first came out, but again, I can see why so many people liked it and why it was so popular. It's strong. And our final rare is Moraug, Fury of Akoum. 4 and 2 red for a 6/6 Minotaur Warrior that says each creature you control gets +1/+0 for each time it has attacked this turn. Landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. So something that I didn't talk about with Combat Celebrant is that we would get to keep our first set of elementals, which is really nice because they don't get exiled until the end step. So if we made 3 elementals the first combat and they all survive, then during the second combat, we would make another 3 and we'd get to swing with 6, the initial 3 and the second set of 3, which is really nice. And so, yeah, this is just another way for us to get additional combat. And yeah, that's gonna cover all the rares. So I will see you guys in the next match. All right, here we are in another match against Karumonix, the Rat King. Oh my. Opening hand seems okay. Seems a little slow. Does that mean I shouldn't keep it? I'll keep it. Karumonix. Karumonix is a very fun card. So we're going against a toxic deck. Hello to you, opponent. Oh, I could set up a Reckless Fireweaver. What am I doing next turn? Playing Valduk? Or I go for the Environmental Sciences. I'll go with Environmental Sciences. We'll go grab another land, gain 2 life, and we'll chill. We'll chill. I knew it. I knew they were going to be Rat Colony. Well, obviously they're going to run a bunch of Rat Colony, but I almost feel like that's probably the only thing their deck does. Okay, so we're going to play Valduk. I'm going to pass. Next turn, Valduk, I think, matches up pretty well against Rat Colonies. Ooh, that's something that's not a Rat Colony. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 whenever equipped creature dies. Draw a card. That would probably be good in my deck. It'd always be equipped 2 for us, so I don't know. Okay, okay. So let's see. How much damage can we do this turn? Probably not a lot, right? So Sticky Fingers, that's definitely happening. I think I just want to set up the Reckless Fireweaver and then maybe the Basilisk Collar. That'll ping for damage. We'll connect for another 6. Sticky Fingers is going to trigger because we make a treasure. You know what? And I'll use that treasure immediately to play Short Sword. Ping for another 1. Okay, you know, this is working out really well. I'm now very glad that I kept the hand. Finding the Basilisk Collar and the Short Sword helps a lot. Those are very good top decks. And we're putting the pressure on the rats. There goes Carumonix. Carumonix is probably going to hit big here. It did not hit big. Carumonix, when enters the battlefield, you get a look at top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of rat cards from among them and put them into your hand. And our opponent only found 1 rat, is what it looks like. So that's pretty cool. Reinforced Ronin, that's a really strong card. But it might be too late to play it. Let's see. Valduk, I can make you a 4-3. But you're still gonna... I'm not gonna swing you against Carumonix. I think I want a big score. I think it's a little... You know, I'm gonna get rid of Jorah's Familiar. I think it's too slow. I was hoping to hit a land drop. We don't. Zephyr Boots. We only have 2 mana left, so I'm gonna play out Zephyr Boots. Next turn we can give Valduk flying, which is nuts. Assuming he's still around. And we can equip the Short Sword to Valduk. That'll give us 2 3/1s to swing with. And I think that's enough. Now we just need them to not have a removal spell this next turn. And we're chilling. And we're good. If they kill Valduk, that's really rough for us. Because we wouldn't even have enough mana to recast him. Choose creature card with mana value 1 in your graveyard, then do the same for creature cards with mana value 2 and 3, then return those cards to the battlefield. Gruesome Menagerie. That's a cool card. But we're in a super good spot right now. So this is 2 mana to equip. Basilisk Collar, 2 mana to equip. Go to combat. We swing everything but the Reckless Fireweaver. Hit him with that good game. And yeah, that's it. We got him. Let's go, dude. Look at Valduk. Look at him popping off. And the synergy. This synergy with Reckless Fireweaver. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We got super lucky, though, that they just didn't have a removal spell for Valduk. But, that was a good game. That was a good game. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, here we are in another match. I'm going to keep that hand, and our opponent is playing with the Reality Chip as their commander. That's very interesting. 1 and a blue for 0/4 equipment jellyfish. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as the Reality Chip is attached to a creature, you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Reconfigure for 2 and what? 2 and a blue. I'll just play Renegade Map here. One of my favorites budget cards ever. Enters the battlefield tapped, and then you can tap, sack it, search your library for a basic land card reveal, put in your hand, then shuffle. Really, really simple in what it does, but I really like it. And let's see. So we're gonna crack this. We'll grab another mountain, and I'll just play out Mind Stone, and we pass. Yeah, today is Friday. Which is when I now plan to try out different formats on my channel. Because normally I play historic best of 1, but on Fridays I want to try like maybe some best of 3 content, some historic brawls. Maybe I play like alchemy or something. I don't know. Probably not alchemy, but you know, just something different. Let's see. How much mana do we have? Enough. Enough for Valduk. I could play out the Sticky Fingers, but I think I wait. What am I doing next turn? Whatever I'm doing next turn, I have enough mana for it. Yeah, I'll wait a turn, just in case they have a way to like bounce Valduk to my hand or something, right? I don't want to lose the Sticky Fingers. I wanna use it the turn that I swing. yeah, today's Friday, which, according to Covert's Go Blue, is the day that his videos do the worst. Wow, they have a bone saw themselves. And it makes sense to me, you know? And I assume it's because you're trying to compete with all the local game stores for their Friday Night Magic. And I know that I'm going to go play some Magic tonight, so yeah, I'll probably be watching less YouTube videos today than usual. So, you know, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, our opponent has 1 blue mana up. I'm going to try to start the turn just with that. I could set up the Witty Roastmaster. I guess that would be 1 more point of damage we could potentially get. Swing in for 6. Cool, they didn't have they didn't have a response. They didn't have a way to bounce Valduk or anything. Do I set up the Coldsteel Heart? Is it worth our treasure? Probably not. We'll just end the turn. We don't have a lot of gas in our hand. We could use some more equipment and or aura cards. But yeah, I just confirmed with one of my friends actually that we are still on for Commander tonight. Hell yeah. And I'm very excited for it. Because we didn't play it last Friday. So I am hankering for some Commander. The Historic Brawl is taking the edge off a little bit. You know? It helps. It helps. Alright, our opponent played a Jace Mirror Mage.
I'm doing my best
It's +1 to scry 2, it's 0, just draw a card, reveal it, remove a number of loyalty counters equal to the card's mana value from Jace Mirror Mage. Okay. I think we're going to have to disrespect the Jaces. I don't think we can afford to swing at them. Our deck is pretty aggressive. So I think we just got to go face. Okay. So I'm going to play this. Play Devilish Valet. I'm going to sack the Mind Stone to draw a card. Maybe we get lucky. We did not get lucky. Go ahead and play Environmental Sciences. We have entirely too much land in our hand now. But we'll be able to swing for a decent amount of damage here. It's all going face. Okay, we set our opponent down to 5. We're in a very, very scary spot. This turn from our opponent could really decide the game. Ginger Brute, okay. Play a land off the top of their library. Yeah, man, so much land. I didn't need to see this much. I reduced the amount of land in this deck. Originally, I had 40, and I dropped it down to 35. 35 lands, and then 10 mana rocks. Well, like, I count this as a mana rock. 10 cards that I also count towards the mana base. Like, Environmental Sciences, that counts towards the mana base for me. Renegade Map counts towards the mana base, right? Like, it's not an actual mana rock like Mind Stone, but, you know, they both pull me lands, as you can see. Okay, and Oracle of the Alpha. It's not that scary. But man, I really just need something more to equip to Valduk and we'd be fine. Oh my dude, come on. What are the chances? I know the chances. It was like a 30% chance to draw a land. Yeah, it was like a 30% chance to draw a land. I guess I'll just play the Coldsteel Heart because like it's the only thing we have in our hand that we can play. Okay, so what am I swinging with, if anything? I think just this. Actually, wait, if I swing out, can we kill them? How do they have to block? 2 of their blockers have to block Valduk, right? So they'd go, let's say, Oracle of the Alpha and like the Ginger Brutes or something. Then they have 2 more blockers. I think I can set them down to 2. That seems decent. Burn off the top of the deck. Might be able to kill. We get them down low. See, dude, if we just had one more equipment, we could have gotten Devilish Valet's power to trigger, or to double up to a 4/3. This would have triggered, that would have been 1 more point of damage, and we'd have had another 3/1 swinging. We literally needed 1 more equipment, or a card. And we just could not find it, man. So much land. Too much land. But let's see how much damage connects this turn. We do have enough mana to recast Valduk if he dies right here. When he dies right here. So that's okay. Oh, wait. They blocked in a way that we just won. Did they not have a way to block and survive? I don't know, and I don't care. That's that's another dub. I will take it. All right, we have another opponent, and we're against a Tyvar Jubilant Brawler. Okay. Ooh, Goldvein Pick. That's fun. Braid, Tormenting Voice, Yosha declares war, and Krenko Tinstreet Kingpin. Okay, I think we can keep this hand. This card is very interesting, and I actually like it a lot. I've only gotten to use it like twice, but when I read it while building the deck, I was like, dude, this card is super cool. It fits our deck perfectly. Excuse me. So, it's a saga, right? The first part says you create a 0/2 Thopter. Second part says you can tap any number of untapped artifacts you control. When you do, Yosha declares war, deals that much damage to our creature or planeswalker. And ideally, we should have like a lot of equipment and stuff that we don't care about tapping, so that's perfect. And then the third part says up to one target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. And yeah, there was one game where I thought that this was going to be able to win me the game in a very sneaky way, because I had like no creatures on the field, but I got that and I saw equipment and I was like, oh my god, I can make a 4/4 flyer and just swing in and win the game. But I was like, oh wait, and I tried it. You know, I skipped ahead because this has read ahead. So I skipped to the third part of the saga, and then I realized, oh wait, the creature itself does not have flying. So I'm not making a 4/4 flyer. I was thinking about it on the Ornithopter, which would become a 4/4 flyer. And I'm like, I'm a clown, and I lost the game. But it's fine, it's fine. Oh, but yeah, I was bringing up Friday Night Magic and stuff, because I want to know if you guys play Magic. If you guys go out to local card shops and stuff on Fridays, you go play, you know, again, you just play. Or maybe, like, they have, you know, an event on a different night of the week. You know, maybe they go, maybe have, like, I don't know, Commander Nights on Saturday or something. You know, something like that. Let's see. We're about to miss our land drop, which I'm not a fan of. And it seems like a bad idea to miss our land drop just to play Valduk when we have nothing to equip. So I think I want to go Tormenting Voice here. And I will ditch maybe the Abrade. We have Thundering Rebuke, right? How big are you? You have 3. 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. That's just target creature. So we'll get rid of Abrade. We draw 2. We hit our land. It's good. And I can play Goldvein Pick. And then next turn, I could play Valduk and equip the pick, which is nice. Okay. That was good. Tireless Provisioner scares me a little bit. That's a really, really strong card. I love that card. I recently started making top 5 videos, just shorts, of my top 5 budget cards. And I just did green. But man, Tireless Provisioner is super good. And I wish that I could have put it on my list. I wanted to put this on my list, and I wanted to put, oh man, what's his name? I'm gonna, hold up. I gotta find the card. I use it in decks all the time. This is still Brawl. It's a 3/3 creature. When there's the battlefield, you get a treasure. It's got vigilance and trample, and I cannot think of the name. Jewel Thief. I love Jewel Thief, but they just didn't make the cut. Hey yo, we're dying out here. All right, so Valduk, you're gonna come down. I am very aware that our opponent has a treasure and a swamp up, so Valduk maybe just dies here. We're going to go to combat. They might kill him before combat. Nope, they let us go to combat, so we got the trigger, so that's nice. Do they use the removal? Do they have removal? But yeah, I wanted Jewel Thief and I wanted Tireless Provisioner on my list because they're both incredibly good cards. But it just didn't work out that way. Now, the way I was deciding my top 5 is I was using Untapped. Let me see. If I go to Untapped, I'll pull it up. If you go to Untapped and you go to cards, like it'll tell you like the usage of cards right now and across, you know, whatever format you pick, whatever rankings you choose, right? And so this is what I was using. Man, this is super zoomed in. This is what I was using to determine what cards I should be looking at for the best budget cards of every color. And so, like, you know, I changed it to historic, best of one. I went with the previous meta, so last month, and from bronze to mythic. And then I was just sorting it by you know, color from here. Yeah. So like number of games. Oh yeah. And number of games was what I was also filtering it by. So like Steam Vents saw play in 26,000 matches. So that's clearly a very popular card. And our opponent, they just played what? Stinging Hive Master, 2 in red, 3/2 toxic 1 when it dies, creates a 1/1 colors, Phyrexian. My artifact creature token with toxic 1 and this creature can't block. I'm going to say no blocks. I'm paranoid. I don't want Valduk to die. It's not worth the risk. We're at 5. Poison counters, 14 life. It's not great. It's not great. I need to kill something. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna ditch, I think, you. Gonna miss the land drop, which does not feel good. This wants to die, right? This is rough. I don't know that we're going to make it out of this match. But yeah. So like, let's, for instance, I'll just mono black. I would sort this by color, and then I just started going down the list, finding the top cards that are not, you know, rare or mythics. Like Fatal Push is here, cut down, Blood Chief's Thirst, go for the throat. And so like I was factoring in all the stats that they had here, you know. Number of games it was used in, deck quantity. Like if a card was used, you know, in 12,000 matches, but there's only a single copy of it in the deck, like Liliana down here was used in 3,100 games, there's only a single copy. I don't think that makes it more popular. In fact, it just doesn't make it more popular. I don't think it doesn't make it better to me than a card that sees, you know, again, a full play set used every time. And then there's like the win rate percentages. Actually, so like after that they have kept percentages, which is percentage of times one or more copies of this card was in opening hand and kept. And then the win rate that they had, whether or not they kept that card in their, or yeah, and just the win rate for that match if they kept it. Win rates when opening hand contains one or more copies of the card. That's another thing they track. Okay, I guess I blocked you. Yeah, our hand was just too slow. Lizard Blades is not enough for us to win this match. I don't even know what this card is. Deals X damage to target creature, where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control. It's a cool card. But it is just too late. We're going to reconfigure that. So I have 2 mana, I can Thundering Rebuke something. Correct. Yeah, we just lose this match. That's too bad. They can proliferate us and their Tyvar. it doesn't really matter. That's game. We just lose. I'm calling it quits. It's fine. We don't have enough blockers to defend against these two toxic. That one has flying. Yeah, it's fine. It's a loss. We lose to the toxic. It is what it is. We got them down to 5 by them not blocking there, which they did have the opportunity to do. But again, it's okay. Can't win them all. And yeah, you know, I've still been very, very impressed with Valduk's performance so far. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I took a couple losses after that first match. So let me see where my stats are now. Never mind, Untapped wants to shit the bed. Okay, here we are. Brawl. I'm currently 9-7 with the deck, which is a 56% win rate. Yeah, I took like 3 losses in a row. It was ugly. But still, again, I've still been very impressed with Valduk. I haven't played Brawl in a while. I haven't made a Brawl deck in a very long time. And so I was honestly expecting to do worse with the deck. But Valduk, it's strong. It is a very strong card. And again, we're playing on a budget. We're only using 9 rares. Our opponents, they're not limiting themselves with, you know, such restrictions. Yeah. Oh, this guy's deck seems pretty budget just from what we've seen so far. Very many rares. In fact, I think 0 rares. But yeah, we lost that match. It is what it is. It happens. I will see you guys in the next match. All right, here we are in another match. Our opponent is playing Ovika Enigma Goliath. Opening hand. It's not the greatest. Basilisk Collar is nice, but I can't even equip that until turn 4. I'm gonna mulligan. I'm not feeling it. I'm liking this more. Just having the leather armor, I feel better. Dude, the 0 equip cost is so fire. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the leather armor. Because we can equip it the turn that we play Valduk, and it's nice. And it gives it Ward 1, and like, that's just super sick against removal spells. Yeah, our opponent's playing Ovika. Ovika? I'm gonna say Ovika Enigma Goliath. 5, a red, and a blue for a 6/6 Phyrexian Nightmare flying with Ward 3. With Ward, pay 3 mana and also pay 3 life. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an X. Create X 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens, where X is the mana value of the spell. They gain haste until end of turn. It's pretty scary sounding. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so question is, what do I want to do here? I think I want to set up Basilisk Collar and then hold up to play with fire. Because I think I want to play with fire their face if I can to try get in this scry. Because we really want to hit our land drop next turn. And if we don't, that's rough. Interesting. Ominous Seas is a really fun card. It's not good. It's really not. But the Karn's Bastion is what's really interesting to me. The fact that they're running Proliferate in the deck. We're going to play Fire their face. Nice. Land on top. Draw land for the turn. Play Valduk. Attempt to play Valduk. Hey, man. Hey, you still with us? Jet 0, are you here? Okay. He's playing mind games with me, man. Oh, not you. And we're just gonna equip leather armor here. We get a 3/1. So sick. Dude, I love the fact that Valduk's ability triggers at the beginning of combat, not when he is swung. It's so good. Valduk, I think, could be a really, really powerful commander if you were to build it in a non-budget deck. Like, again, he's already impressed me. It's already been a very solid card. And I think it could be really great to be a really powerful aggro commander when built, you know, to the highest possible level. Let's see. So what do I want to do here? Basilisk Collar, I want to equip. Ooh. Could go with Foundry Beetle. No, I'm going to go with Foundry Beetle here because we can reconfigure it already. So we give Valduk first strike, which is sick. We create 2 more 3/1s. Alright, things are looking pretty good here. Not going to lie, they're looking pretty good. We've only got 3 mana available to us, which is not what I'm looking for, but it's okay. And this is at the beginning of my upkeep. A random artifact card in your hand perpetually gains cost 1 less to cast. So it could hit Goldvein Pick, or it could hit Embercleave. If it's Embercleave, ooh. It hit the pick. I was going to say, if it was Embercleave, I think we'd be able to flash in the Embercleave. Because that's going to be 3. Wait, can't we still use Embercleave anyway? I think we can, right? Because this is going to create us 2. So we have 3 creatures swinging. Oh, dude, we can Embercleave? Let's go. Let's go. That's got to be game. Doesn't this give trample? Yes. That's game, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah. Valduk. Do not underestimate him. He is super good. He's super fast. And dude, I guess they just couldn't see the little trample symbol and weren't thinking about it, maybe. Or maybe it probably even didn't matter. I don't know what their life started at. But that's going to be our final game. And that went really well. And so we're going to hop into final thoughts. Alright, so here we are in final thoughts. This is the full deck list. I'll maybe put it in the description. I guess I'll just put it in the description in case someone wants it. Yeah. But stats for the deck. Between my stream and today, I am 10-8 with the deck, 56% win rate, which again, I think is pretty good considering that this is the first Brawl deck that I've made in a very long time. And the fact that we're a budget deck, which is, you know, the whole point of the channel. But yeah, dude, Valduk, as you just saw in that last game, he can be really, really strong, and this deck can be really fast. And I think I would want to rebuild this deck to be more aggressive and maybe have a little more draw in it. But like Palladium Mirror, I think Palladium Mirror is like just a little too slow for the deck. Goblin Barrage, I thought was interesting to add in the deck originally, but like I don't know if I would keep it now. Hedron Archive, probably wouldn't keep it now. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. If you have never played Historic Brawl, you should definitely give it a shot. Again, Valduk, if you've never tried him and you are a Historic Brawl player, give him a shot, dude. Again, there's a lot of cool equipment cards that I still didn't get to use and that he would be really good with. Like, let's see, what am I looking for? Artifacts. Let's see, 1-drops, rares. I'll even go with 2-drops. Like this one, Luxior, Gyada's Gift. Let's see, that's a cool one. Fiend Lash, that looks cool. Something with a lower equip cost is what you want, like Eater of Virtue. 1 mana, whenever equipped creature dies, exile it, equipped creature gets +2. So, equip for 1, as long as the card exiled Eater of Virtue has flying, equipped creature has flying, same is true for first strike, double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof, all of that. But 1 mana to play, 1 mana to equip it, that's what you want. You want low equip costs. And there's just got to be some other good ones. Oh, Blackblade Reforge is a really good one. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. Equip legendary creature for 3. Yeah, like it's cool. In fact, I could look up equipment. But yeah, Valduk was good. I liked it. And ooh, the swords are all the swords are good. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the Historic Brawl. And again, today's Friday, so I hope you guys are good and out there, finding a local game store and going and play some Magic. And yeah, it's going to wrap it up. So I'll see you guys in the next one.